Hey everybody, it's Adler and welcome back to Salt in the Earth. Right then, last we left off, well, things in the kitchen are going about as well as ever. Rue is trying to pick up the pace, obviously trying to fit in, trying to adapt and learn as she goes, and still doing the job she was given anyway, even if it wasn't what she was expecting. But, you know, she's powering through it, I suppose, so there's that. But now we're getting another bit with Durong and Rue, I guess. Durong is where I pictured it to be. She's leaning back in a chair in the back of the room. Durong raises an eyebrow when she sees me. And that music again, this track. My body tenses. I was hoping by now my desire for Durong had dwindled down. The incident had me at emotional high points. That was why I felt for her the way I did. Durong scoots to one side of her chair as I move closer, taking the key when I settle down next to her. What's this? History of pastries? Are you interested in baked goods, love? Aw. Durong doesn't protest when I lean into her shoulder. On the contrary, she wiggles to get us both into a comfortable position. I cannot get over how warm she is. Oregons have warmer body heat than nymphs do, but Durong's heat feels unique to her. If I had to, I could identify her among many others just by physical contact. I like baked goods. More than me, Durong? I tease. No, I like you more. Durong blurts a reply and sucks in a deep breath. She turns to watch my expression. Of course not. I chuckle out loud and her panic gaze softens. My eyes drop to her lips. Look away, Rue. Wait a second, did I read that correctly? I like you more. Okay, whatever. I thought never mind, I'm just getting confused, but that's par for the course. Never mind. The book, yes. The book is more history than pastries. I mean, that's interesting. There's an interesting merit there in its own right. Maybe I'm just boring, but I do like just random. Like, I like a lot of different facets of history, but I'm really fascinated by, like, history that involves, you know, average, everyday stuff. You know, from all classes, the richer and the poorer, you know. How is life lived? What did they eat? What were their communities like? The buildings, all that kind of stuff. I'm really interested in that and stuff like this. Like, where did, you know, food like pastries really have their beginning? You know, pastries as we know them, how they take off, get popular, come from, whatever, evolve throughout the years. I'm gonna call this book light reading. Because I get lightheaded reading it. Durong exhales. We spend time with Durong just flipping the pages. She's a fast reader. I stop her occasionally to make comments on the pastries I've tried. There it is again. Praise be! I just got my hands up in the air. May the visual novel be exalted. Don't with the person in your dreams, Durong. Oh, Jesus Christ, I clicked this game. Dreams? You still dream? Oh, is that uncommon then? I thought there were more dreamers in a big city like Port Tuskang. I don't think I remember how it felt. But what do you see in your dreams, Rue? Yawn. Most of the time they're just memories. But sometimes I'm a human woman. Isn't it odd it's always humans? Yes, isn't that why a lot of people believe in the old tale? Oregon folklore has it that our dreams are the doors to another world where humans are the only dominant race on Earth. And if you died before your dreams are over, you'll never be reincarnated in this world. They're just tales, of course. Are they, though? It's interesting. I think Kayang still dreams. Heard her speak in her sleep a few times. Kayang is the other roommate I've yet to meet. When will she be back? It's hard to say. She works as an armed escort for our VIP clients. Interesting. I might speak to her about these tales. Tack on, if she's willing to talk about them. You keep saying tales. You don't believe in them, eh? Not really. Oh, yeah, okay. By tales you meant like just right. Okay. I'll bet you meant about her work. If I believed in them, I never would have enlisted. Suffice to say, it was the reason my mother didn't approve of me joining the military. Mine is longer than an average person, but everyone goes out of their dreams eventually. Your previous roommate, Dinba. We were talking about it this afternoon. Nimgon brought her photo with Obe. Durong smiles at my comment. Must be fond of her. Somebody on my friends list keeps going on and on Stardew Valley. It's like, it just keeps popping up over and over again. But not too fond, I hope. For personal reasons. What's she like? Dimba is mature and reliable. In a way, she's like a big sister to all of us. I can be a big sister to you too. No. Hey, I noticed that pause. She tried very hard to avoid being associated with her mother. Dimba had a spotless record, but even the boss was reluctant to give her a job. Her mother? Yeah, her mother. Urnba. Urnba was Dinba's mother. Begin backstory? Okay, here we go. Everyone knows of this polarized figure. Oh! That's a really cool sketch. Damn! Urnba was a usurper mercenary leader who played a big role in shaping the current political climate. She was responsible for leading a squad of both armed mercenaries and the ex-Imperial foot soldiers into the palace during the Usurpation War's most decisive battle. No one alive knows what happened in the throne room that day. Once the second squad reached the room, Urnba was standing in a bloody pool of nearly 60 people on both sides, including the Empress. She took down the 5 soldiers in the second squad before she was shot and killed on sight. The most unsettling fact was that prior to her maniacal episode, she was the most accomplished and idolized figure of the usurpers. If it wasn't for her leadership, the number of civilian casualties would have reached 5 digits. Urnba was ooh, I don't know. Oh, fuck. Don't make me decide this. I don't know. I mean, it is war, but at the same time, you know, you can't just excuse everything by saying that. I mean, you really can't. You really shouldn't. As a species, we need to hold ourselves, you know, to a better, higher standard, if at all possible. But, I mean, that's... My point being, like... You know, when you going too far, being too violent, too cruel... And even then, outside of that, I don't know what choice here would weigh which direction for the visual novel. I don't know how important of a choice this is. Little bit of a bitch here, and save and go with War Hero. Even then, Hornbow is still a hero. Without her, our country, Daigaron, would never have found the peace we know today. She had done so much good, and it can never be erased. I can see why Nimgon was hesitant. Must have been difficult for Dinba to live under the shadow of her mother's name. Aye. She tried very hard to be liked. Anyway, let's talk about your day now. You look adorable when you smile. You should consider doing more often. What? Color rises in Durong's cheeks. I fight the urge to touch him. Or do you give him a little penis? Time flies when you're having fun. Second shift has started, more disasters await. Awkwardness away! Speaking of disaster, Orin has the habit of frying her croquets for too long. It's actually British croquettes. Is it I don't know if the... Croquettes? Because, okay, I think it would be, because croquet would sound too much like the fucking sport. Unless that's the intent shit. I'm just gonna say croquettes. Since you removed the order this time, even if I'm wrong, well, then I'm wrong. Since she was earlier this time, she should be saved from her excellency's scrutiny. This looks burnt to you, does it not? What? Burnt? I thought it was only a little brown. Isn't that your standard now, is it? No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Do you think it is suitable to serve other people this kind of food? No. You're right. Yes. I can see it now. I'll remake it. I'm glad to hear that. Is it just me, or does Orin always get treated harshly? She's still in shock with the looks of it. Her shoulders droop lower than usual. Wow, that was harsh. It's hard to me. I will stop you right there. Sorry? You're trying to get me to badmouth Etta. What? No. Wasn't my intention. I have work to do. Okay then. Orin scurries away, trying to replicate the recipe. Ellipses. Trying to relate to someone is an easy way to get them talking, but despite all my attempts to befriend her, it isn't working out. What am I missing? Give me any number of factors, honestly. People are complicated. Finally, my shift is over. Complicated and predictable in a really just infuriatingly contradictory way. It's like, ugh. I need to get the courier to the shower. We talked the whole way back to our room. The similar corridor starts to feel like home to me. Although, to be fair, I do most of the talking and Query quietly listens. You're still away? Fine. Come back soon. Dorong is speaking to someone on the phone when we get inside. I was Kayang. She took the wrong flight. Then, these bottles? Leave them. Dorong is very adamant about teaching Kayang a lesson. I must have been sick of cleaning up her mess. These bottles stay for a few more days. You're still in your outfit. Oh, I'm heading to the gym. Ah, you mentioned this morning. You going to the gym with your training? Isn't it excessive? This week is theory training. I haven't exercised since yesterday. Would you like to wait to tag along? Sure. Great. I make a few steps before walking right into Dorong, who blocks the door with her body. I'm not sure how to say this. Are you wearing that to the gym? Yes? Dorong pauses. She seems puzzled. Yes? Is that the right answer? I didn't know it was possible, but Dorong's face turns even more dour. Fine, let's go. You disapprove of my gym wear? How dare you? Most uncouth. I mean, overall the training was helpful. Dorong took time away from her weight to teach me the correct form to avoid unexpected injuries. Went to show how much she cared. If it had ended right there, I would have no complaints. How naive I am. Every time we were together, I came so close to giving in, but I never acted on it. And that was before we had a chance to shower together. Dorong's muscular bare back is all it takes to unravel my insides. One thing led to another. Okay. Splashing water sound effects. Alright. I hold Dorong in my arms the way I've always wanted. She pulls me in impossibly close to her soft body with her left thigh slotted between my legs. I love the way her warm breasts tickle my lips. The way her shy hand explores the fur on my lower body. Root. Dorong shudders. I'm here, love. Her agape lips lure me into giving them many small kisses, but I fear she's too enthralled by my touch to notice. Wish I could give her my bite, but the sensation could overwhelm her inexperienced body. It took us half an hour to clean up the bathtub afterward, but it was worth it. We're side by side and we walk back to our room. Query has fallen asleep since it's past midnight. We shuffle towards the ladder to our respective beds. The silence is a comfortable one, even when Dorong is wetting my eyes. Before my wild thoughts could point to me thousands of reasons why she would regret what we did, Dorong helps me up the ladder. She mimes goodnight to me before she pulls up her blanket. I want to fall asleep next to her. No, it's too soon. For tonight, my pillow has to act as Dorong's body double. I fall asleep to a dream of nothingness. Huh. The cook gives the cumbersome trays, carrying a little shake to prove its hefty weight. Good morning, and move, please. Oof! I dodge with my hands up in the air. Given the chance, the cook head towards the prepping station. 10 minutes left till our shift officially starts, but the staff is racing around the kitchen at a rapid pace. Good morning, big girl. Oh, hello. Sakan snaps her head once in my direction to acknowledge my presence while her hands are still expertly deboning a full bird. And I come to realize that Orin has been haunting the space right beside my left shoulder. Her eyes cast a gloomy gaze on the basket of raw ingredients next to me. I never know how to greet her. Sometimes Orin would act as if someone had called her over and ran to the opposite side of the kitchen when I said hello. If you still haven't seen through her shabby act by then, the way Orin slowly slumped down with her paranoid eyes still watching you over the bench top would surely raise your eyebrows. She jerks her head upwards and down at me a few times, indicating something. Huh? The fuck is going on? Words, use them, damn it! Orin grunts louder in frustration as if it would make her intention clearer. With a defeated sigh, she dodges around my body to steal the basket behind me. Someone should let Orin know I also speak her language. Gently, like handling a stray who never knew love. Her eyes are on mine for a second before landing back on her own fidgeting fingers. Good morning? Why do you keep saying that to me? You mean, good morning. It's a form of greeting, love. Not all that deep. Ain't you preparing for tomorrow's meal? You must be confident. Orin is right. It is this week. Every 2 weeks, the cooks compete for a spot on Friday's menu. Each dish would face the judgment of both managers, Etta and Query. The winner receives nothing more than the bragging rights and a name on the board of recognition. I'm not that interested in, I suppose. In theory, nothing is stopping me from entering a contest that is open to all staff in the kitchen. Being a winner may even put me in a favorable position if they were to decide whether I could, if they were to decide whether I could move up in the ranks. In reality, the other contenders have had multiple chances to prove themselves. 1 or 2 measly wins wouldn't amount to much. Oh, you're sitting out again? Good. Good. I look around, a few onlookers wear a changed expression. Some are sighing inwardly, some are nodding themselves. A few lips have been pulled up into sly smiles. It's safe to say no one is unhappy with my remark, because Query lives with you and you are obviously well liked. The boss treats you very well. What are you saying? There is enough competition here already. She's not wrong. Good to know you abstained. Not that you shouldn't enter, but we have more to lose. Sakan too? Ouch. You have more to lose. I wasn't included, was I? With her easy smile and friendly demeanor, I always thought Sakan was on my side. Damn. I look at Query's usual spot for backup, but she's gone to pick up our pay. Perhaps it was arrogant to assume they see me as one of theirs rather than a short-term helping hand. What am I even doing here? The other day, Sakan scolded a cook for filling my basket up to the brim. Went to the freezer to take the basket back to my station. It was only half full. So yes, I'm questioning your decision. It's not like I don't try. Can you move me to the line? Let me get this straight. Your supervisor, Sakan, tries to make your job easier and you feel belittled. No. Does that have to simplify my problem? I wish my only problem was how considerate Sakan has been, then at least I could speak to her about it. It's something I can't get better at no matter how hard I try. I'm not your size. At least with cooking I can be more helpful. Like seasoning or making soup. Line. Has enough cooks. You're doing well. Etta nods. I'm doing well. Oop. Anything else? Nothing I can't handle. I thought moving to a new place meant having my slate wiped clean and finding a few kindred souls. The rest of the morning went by without a hiccup. At least that was what I assumed happened. Nothing noteworthy jumped out at me. Perhaps it was just my imagination, but the staff had less to say to me after the managers and I went out for a little talk. They think I snitched on them? Potentially, yeah, maybe. Hope not, but oof. As far as I know, my brain completely blanked out and my hands repeated my task like a well-oiled automaton. It wasn't until I reached the door to the pool that I had realized I'd been slogging through my lunch, and then it came straight here with my head down. It was comforting to find Duran at her spot near the window. Our usual spot. She gives me her knowing look and a small greeting nod, and then suddenly I'm no longer in a place full of strangers. Hey, sweet cheeks. You here again? Don't you want my company? Of course I do. I like when you're here. I'm really surprised you don't hang out with your friends. Ah, then I guess I like you with you too. I've seen many smiles, but Durong's has to be my favorite. They are pure delights with no hidden agendas. Are you drawing again? Durong's delightful smile has stolen my full attention, so it takes me a while to notice the scribbled papers on a chair. I'm writing. Can I read? I don't know, can you read? While Durong dons the usual presentable look with her updo hairstyle and neat training attire, there's a wet stain on the back of her shirt. Her neck area on the hairline smells sweeter and muskier than usual. Durong skitters away when my face gets a bit too close to her neck. Her cheeks darker with a blush. Sorry, I might be a bit sweaty from today's training. That's fine. We can chart together at the end of the day. Durong nods. Goodness, she can be both sexy and adorable at the same time. A poem? The care I have. Don't read it out loud, please. Durong cringes and shakes her head. Yeah, I know that feeling. I shrug and read in my eyes. The care I have given is no longer in the present. The words I have forgotten are no longer my life sentences. Because it was a present, therefore it was given. She patiently explains. Oh, right. Can be taken literally. Words and sentences too. Aye. Durong has stroked a long and rugged line beneath the first poem. You think words hurt, they do, but I know they heal too. If you keep on being blue, then only one statement holds true. This rhymes. Yes. Well, they're fun and easy to read. The poems are short and they have simple structures. What do you think? I like them. What do you mean not good? Fuck off. I like them a lot. Durong pinches her chin. I can't tell whether she liked my answer. Is it good enough for the general public? Are you thinking of sharing it with other people? Durong watches my expression going from mild curiosity to anticipation. She dips her head down before mouthing a no. It's something I wanted to try. You've been trying a lot of things lately. I want to find out what else I'm good at. What have you found out so far? Small talk. Okay. Any examples? That's 10 points on how today's weather has met your expectations. Your favorite food as a child and how its consumption contributed to your current physique. How would you feel if your soulmate was sentenced to death? Oh God! Okay, I feel like each of these questions should be addressed in a much larger conversation. That last one was not like the others. While Durong's stern appearance and monotonous voice might have initially worried me, I found myself engaging in many fun conversations with her. To the point I nearly forget to get back to work until Durong casually reminds me. Time is just weird. I swear time always slows down just to a halt just an hour before my shift end. When the clock struck 1930, everyone already cleared up at their stations and put the equipment back on the drying racks. Then the staff poured into the mess hall to be served dinner. Sakana and I ended up staying back a little longer to mop up the floor. It's more relaxing to come back to a clean kitchen than when I need to waddle across the sea of dirty dishes. Why doesn't Orin sit with us? She's always off by herself. Even if I'm not taking part in the conversation, I still sit with the others. Occasionally, I go to Queer to sit next to me. Two people with little to say feel less awkward than just me by myself. Oh, she just does what she likes. She reminds me of nephew who is currently wanting for digging up pet corpses. Pardon? Sakan says, what? Yeah. At least she listened to Chef, though. Oren's mother wanted her to be Edda's subordinate after all. She does what she likes. Must be liberating knowing nothing someone else says will hurt you. In some ways, being disliked is better than being ignored. A small part of me envies Oren's ability to care so little about what others think of her. What do you give me for the challenge, love? Tomato and dried plum jelly and soy milk. A dessert? Can you also do that? Cool and slippery texture of the jelly combined with the sweet and tangy taste of tomatoes and savory plums. All mixed in a soup of creamy soy milk. Yeah, I can see how well it works together. Well, by that description alone, I can't. I'd have to actually taste it, so... I'm at jelly tonight, let it set. You don't want jelly too tough. Medium clumps so they melt while running smoothly down your throat. Sakan's always so friendly and instructive. Wonder why Query is a Sue but not her. Well, nothing against Query. Sakan seems like a better fit. Query isn't as firm. Hope kitchen's isn't too crowded tonight, though. Might have to use one on my floor. You could always use the kitchen after lunch, you know. You miss my beauty sleep? Plus, Chef Etta prefers my experimental recipes by herself. Being the head chef requires the editor to plan or design the menu for the week, from the ingredients and taste to presentation. Taking extra orders from our residents a week in advance means anticipating and purchasing the right amount of perishables for the week. Wonder if I can confidently do it someday. Careful! Drawn grabs onto my arm before I fall over while trying to walk around a scattered bottle. Seriously, can we clean this up? It's not Kayang who's doing this right now. That's true. Good. Look at Query, he's already started picking up the bottles and placing them in a container. Query happily hums an off-key song when she makes Kayang's bed. Safe to say she's been prepared for a long, long time. Just fucking get the mess, please. I can go away. I suppose this is as good a time as any to clean up the room. In about half an hour, the room becomes pristine. We tuck the bottles in the corner, waiting for Kayang's return. What kind of person would leave such a mess behind and then go off and do their own thing? Kayang has always been like this, childish and messy. Careless, but sweet. She's my age, Query. You should know better. Nothing wrong with being different. She's like this because you coddle her too much. Not too much. Oh, just enough. Durong succumbs to total defeat. She puts up her hands while dragging her feet to the top bed. Childish, messy, careless, sweet. I wouldn't be able to judge Kayang's personality for myself until I met her. One thing I already knew, she is loved. Oh, perhaps someday I can say the same thing about myself. Back to the dreams! At first there were lights that intensified after every blink, and then shadows hovering over me. The shadows whisper the words of comfort. They block off the blinding lights that leave after images on my vision. Pain continues to tear holes in my chest as the shadows pick up my broken shards and methodically put them back together. Words are anchored at the back of my throat. Strength has long left my limbs while invisible chains tie down my whole body. Shadows are speaking to me in a conversation I am not a part of. I close my eyes and wish for my sleep. Back to the other life. So are they dreaming of or is it actually interdimensional bullshit and that's kind of it, like the whole they're dreaming of this, whereas dreams here go the opposite direction. Huh. Right. I'm gonna end the episode on that note, though. Okay. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode.